Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How is it going?
Oh, it's fine. It's a really hot and rainy, humid day here in upstate New York.
Hi, guys. So today it's just Amber and I. We are alone. Marlon is
She
taking.
left us.
She left us. She did not leave us. She will be back soon, but she is spending some time with her family. So today we're going to be just two of us, and both of us will be decorating. Amber, what is it that you're going to do today?
I'm going to be doing these little Independence Day kind of dresses, a little SweetAmbs version with the little roses.
Like, you know what it looks like? Wonder Woman, right?
I know. I really can't see anything but Wonder Woman when I look at this.
It looks so cool. What is the cutter you used?
Say again?
What's the cutter?
A candy corn cutter.
That is awesome. Perfect.
You and Mar like inspired me to try.
Candy corn cutter. Hi guys. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hey June. How is it going, guys? Is it also hot and humid?
Yes, if Wonder Woman was going to a ball, that's right, Nicole.
Yes, exactly. All right. So I don't know where the ticker is, but oh, here it is. I got it.
Yeah, let's just get right into it, and then we can chat and say hello to everybody as I'm decorating.
Yes. So Amber is going to show you how she made those Wonder Woman /
All right, so I'll add myself here and then camera dance. Yay. All right. Okay, so like we said, I'm using the candy corn cookie cutter today. This is from Sweet Sugar Bell's Shapeshifter set. It's a plastic yellow candy corn cookie cutter. I'm sure a lot of you have that one. But it's, I think it's like 3.5 inches. So if you have a candy corn that's a similar size, you can use that. So I'm using my little dress template. It's clear, so it's hard to see.
What is it? Is it mylar material?
Yeah. So this is, I cut this with my stencil cutter. I have a silhouette portrait. And these templates, the dress and the stripes, are on sale in my coffee shop today. So that's linked in the description. So those are going to be on sale through the weekend, so you can get those today. And also the supply list from the project for this project is in the coffee shop, and that is free, and that has clickable links that you can buy all these products online. All right.
You can find the link to Amber's coffee shop. It's running at the bottom of the screen.
Yes. Okay, so I'm using my edible ink marker. This is a Global Belly marker. That is also, that's in my Global Belly store, which is linked in the Facebook comments. So if you're watching there, you can find that there. So I'm going to just trace but it's also linked in the supply list. So if you go download the supply list, you'll have a link to these markers.
Hello. So Jeremy is asking, where is Mar? So Mar is on her way to a beautiful destination.
Yeah, she's taking
some time to be with her family. It's been a strange year for many of us, and she'll be back.
We miss her.
We miss her already, yes. Hello, hi guys. Thanks for joining us. Oh, it's sunny in what? Manhattan?
Oh, Kansas? Wow, I didn't know that there was a Manhattan there.
I didn't know there was a Manhattan either.
All right, so now I'm going to trace my stripes.
Awesome. I'm glad that it worked out. Marbling is always fun. Aloha. Yes, I was going to comment as well, Nicole, on Amber's nails today.
Oh, thank you.
How unlike you. Is that a strip you do, or do you do the strip and you paint and then you peel it off? Is that how you classic?
These are not painted. They're actually Color Street nail strips.
Oh, they are?
So I'm totally obsessed with Color Street now. You wear them all the time.
Is the portion that is like not white, is it clear actually, like transparent?
Yeah. So there's just like, they have like just a strip that you put on, and then you put on a clear strip over that.
Okay, guys, so let's vote. So who wants Amber to show us maybe next time how she does nails? My vote counts for 2 votes. 2 thumbs up.
June ordered some from my nail party. Thank you. Awesome. So that I have like it's like a Tupperware party, but for nails. So like
find the link.
So the link is in my Instagram bio right now. That's the only place that I have it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you could just click the link in my bio on Instagram, and then there's like a shop my nails or whatever.
So people, Cheryl says yes.
Right. Well, I could try that next week, because we're looking for stuff to do because Mara's not going to be here.
Mari's not gonna be here, so maybe that's what you can do. Oh, Jeremy, it's okay. You can. You're going to learn how to do the nails for your daughters.
Yeah,
daughters. They will appreciate that so much.
All right, so tipless bags today.
Color Street.
Oh, I mean, once you try it, it's like. I'd heard of it like a long time ago, and I was like, oh, nail strips, okay, that's cool. But I mean, I'm like, my husband knows I am obsessed with these things. Like a pile of them. All right, I'm just cutting a little bit off of here.
Oh, there is such a thing as color changing gel nail polish.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Pink then warm and brown pink when warm and brown when cold. Wow.
That's cool.
Incredible. How do they do that?
All right. Piping the stripes. So like this, I mean, it doesn't really matter how neatly you draw the stripes on there. It's just kind of a guide.
And what is the consistency of your icing here?
This is flood consistency, so I'm using about 20-second count icing. And if you want to learn all about that, you can go to my coffee shop and look at my Royal Icing class. It's pre-recorded. So I talk about how to make the icing, how to thin it down, how to flood a cookie, and all of that.
Is I think we will have to do the nail party.
All right, well, let's try it.
We'll do like makeup, and you can do your nails. Like, not makeup, not real makeup. I mean makeup. No. I would have to first graduate from that, and No, I would do maybe a makeup cookies or something of the sort. That would be fun.
That would, let's do that. What's Jeremy's question?
Jeremy, okay. Do you all ever do that thing where you use parchment paper for a piping bag?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I have done that. Why is that a thing? Yes, we have done it. It's you can make the bags yourself. You can actually either cut the triangles from the parchment, but I find that it's easiest when you purchase the triangles, and then you can just boom make them when you're watching your favorite show or something. You make a bunch of these, and the only thing is icing in the parchment cone doesn't last as long. Not that it doesn't, it lasts, but it will dry out quicker, and then it also affects the tip. Like if you're using a piping tip in it, I guess it doesn't matter, but a lot of times people just snip a little piece like Amber is doing here with her tipless. and then it actually gets kind of wet.
Yeah, I haven't used a parchment bag in a long time.
The advantage is that we are saving our Mother Earth, I think.
Yeah.
Using parchment.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're reusing. I mean, like I said, the plastic bag, the icing inside of the plastic bag is not going to like dry out, but parchment, because it's paper, and it will eventually dry out if you keep it on a counter and it gets wet.
Right.
It absorbs the moisture. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. I like parchment bags for chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolate.
I was going to say I also like it for chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
What's the color that you used for the red? Is it?
Oh, thank you for asking. I forgot to mention. So here, I'll show you the blue. Okay, so the blue is royal blue with black. This is Chef Master colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then to make the red, I did super red plus this blue icing. So I just mixed a little bit.
So you added blue into your red?
Yeah.
Because it's almost like it's maroon.
Right. Yeah, I wanted that really like dark red.
Maybe that's why it's more like evoking the Wonder Woman, because she has that color. Oh, the corners. It seems like parchment might be good for when you only need a small amount of color. Yes, that's true. It does. I've been told by a long time ago by like a seasonal decorator that she liked parchment because she felt like it was almost like holding a pen.
Yeah.
It was like excuse me, holding a pen, because the parchment gives the bag a structure that plastic bag doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. The corners, Shona, or Shayna. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Corners are just something you will have to practice. But if you watched last week's live, I used a technique in the star when I was slotting the stars that can help you get some of the corners. Now, it will not work with all the designs, but it does help where you're making a loop instead of full stop when you're doing a corner.
This is also, oh, come on. All right. This is 15, 20-second count flood icing. And it's a nice humid day, so I'll have maybe a couple of extra minutes to work with my icing.
Oh, Jeremy, oh, really? So I don't know if this is like, I have no idea, but Jeremy is saying that she was created by a psychologist.
Uh-huh.
And he is thinking about American Made from the comic book series, The Tick, when he sees this design.
Oh.
Interesting. Are you a comic book fan?
No, not really. Are you?
No. Well, I don't have any comic books.
I mean, I've seen, like, I go to the movies.
It's fun to like flip through them.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, I see the movies, but I don't. Yeah, the books, no.
I know a lot of the movies, right? They are based on the comic books, right?
Yeah.
There's always a debate that it's not exactly like how it is in a comic book.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot this was open.
Oh, the icing. No, I have not finished my 10 hours. I still have more to go. So we'll actually go live on Tuesday for our bake along. But Marlon is not going to be there, and I think I'm going to be baking I actually need to replenish my hamburger rolls or hot dog buns. Sorry, hot dog buns. And they're really fun to make. Even kids can make them. I've made them with kids many times, neighbors' kids. And so I think that's what I will be making on Tuesday, I think. Yes. So I have a few more hours that I have to do. But it's fun. I really do enjoy, cooking with you guys. It's just going to be a little strange because Mar is not going to be there. Yes, I think, Jeremy, you are probably the only person who knows.
No, there's more people who know.
Who knows what the tick is? I'm going to now be like looking it up.
I'm sure.
Hey, Mar, we miss you.
Oh, hi.
Hey, we miss you so much. You have no idea. Hi, guys.
All right, now I'm going to do my little swirly.
Yeah, I always love watching this, so.
I'm doing the edges first because that's where it's going to dry the fastest, so I want to get those done.
Oh, yeah, that's a good excellent tip. So I'm going to interrupt the silence. Cynthia is asking, she's not asking, she's just making a statement. You make it really easy. You make it look really easy.
Oh. Thanks.
Teresa is asking, do you prefer Chef Master colors over other brands?
I like Chef Master and I also like Wilton Color Right. So not the little jars, but the bottles. That Wilton makes. And then AmeriColor is also nice.
Olga knows what the tick is. Awesome. She makes it look really easy. But I think from my experience, I think it's overthinking them that makes it hard.
Yeah, because if you're staring right at it for so long, you're like, this doesn't look like anything. So you really just have to like do it and then move on. And then, when you come back to it later, after you're finished, you'll be like, oh, those do look like roses.
Betsy Ross would wear the dress or that dress.
Yeah.
Do you all have any classes coming up? Do you have any classes coming up, Amber?
I actually just posted. I don't even know if it's on the site yet. I think it should be there, but in Global Belly.
What are you doing?
Wet on Wet Roses.
Oh, look at that. So next week we have to make sure that we tell folks about it. I'm thinking that I might do a fall class.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Fall class, do something fallish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hello.
Well, Jeremy, we are all overthinking, I think. Well, I think before you decorate, then have a glass, have a I don't know, glass of beer. Maybe you won't be
just relax a little bit.
Well, Linda made your coconut lime cookies, and they are really, really good.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, that recipe is also in the coffee shop. That's what I used to make these. Did I? I don't know. They might be orange, but I was eating the lime coconut the other day.
I see the orange zest.
Yeah.
On the left hand
side. These must be I think this one is lime. This one's orange. All right, so then that has to dry. It doesn't have to dry overnight, but just like maybe an hour. And once that's dry, you can add your lines and all the other little fun stuff. So now I'm going to use stiff consistency icing. And this color is brown with lemon yellow mixed in to make like this golden brown color. So this red actually, it did bleed a little. It's so hard to see on here, but it did bleed because it's just so hot here and humid. But
I see. Okay, but it
like the marker a little bit, but you won't be able to see it once you cover everything up. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, but there are some tips on my blog on how to prevent color bleed. And a few things you can do is not make your icing too watery. That's another one. Make your dark colors in advance so that they have time to darken instead of trying to make a dark color by using all the food coloring, like too much food coloring right away. What else? Can you think of any more?
Well, I mean, it's the drying. Like use the
yeah, dehydrator or humidifier in your
the humidifier.
Yeah.
And if possible, I would say try to avoid adding. Maybe work with the dark, like those colors when it's too. Maybe you can like. I don't know, does the bleeding happen when you paint?
No, it doesn't. So maybe paint them, yeah.
So maybe, instead paint.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I find that it does help with the crusting. I personally find that it helps. Also, addition of white food coloring will delay crusting because it has some additives that aid. Hey, DJ.
This is a PME tip 1.5, by the way. I think you were using this last week, weren't you?
Last week, it's so far.
Well, I know. I don't even remember what you were making, but I remember we were talking about this.
I don't remember. Oh yes, no, I was using
the little rough, the petals.
I was doing ribbons.
Mm-hmm.
I was using a basket weave. I did use PME recently. Oh, what's that? Is that
this is a 59S, so it's a small petal tip with a little bit of a curve to it.
I love that tip.
Which, I mean, it's just like a small petal tip. It doesn't really need to have the curve for this project, but it's just what I have here.
I find that this tip, it makes nicer ruffle than not nicer, but like.
Yeah, more movement or whatever.
Yes, there's like more detail in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'll just put a ruffle up on the top edge.
And you have a narrow part, I assume it's facing up.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. This is so pretty. I like that it does that little.
Yeah, it is nice. And then I'll do one along the bottom. What is this music?
I do hear it. Is it the ice cream truck?
No, maybe it was somebody they're doing work outside. Maybe it was their phone.
Oh, maybe it was their phone, yes. Yeah, I don't definitely have any music playing here, but that was probably their phone. Yes, it is so elegant. Olga loves it. So pretty. And so this icing is pretty stiff, right? That you're using to make the ruffle.
Yeah, this is stiff icing. So right off of the mixer without adding any extra water to it.
So what brand is the gold?
I'm going to use Crystal Colors Antique Gold. And that's linked in the supply list also. So if you
supply list, guys, you can find Amber's supplies list in her coffee shop. You can see at the very bottom of the screen, there's a link that you can type into your browser. And look at this. Oh, beaded water.
Okay, and then this has to dry. I think it's probably safe to let it dry for an hour or longer if you can. And then once that's dry, you can paint it. So here's the gold. I don't know if, oh, here's the little,
Ooh, blueberry basil jam. Go for it. I mean, you need
that
to
sounds good.
Well, Julie, it just takes some little practice. Beaded borders, you just practice them like over. I would say start with a larger piping tip instead of a small one, because I find the larger the tip, it's great. It's better for learning, and then you can go smaller.
So I just added some vodka to that. I'm using 151 proof vodka. It's very strong, so you can use that or you can use Everclear. You want to use something that's not too watery. Otherwise, you're going to dissolve the icing as you paint. So this evaporates so quickly so it doesn't damage the icing.
I wouldn't recommend drinking that, Jeremy.
Yeah, no.
But I also have used, if you can find what Amber is using, you can also look for Everclear. And if you can find Everclear, for many, many years, I've used McCormick's lemon extract. However, it also lends the flavor. So if you're not into lemon, then it's probably not going to be for you. But it does evaporate very quickly. What's the best way to practice? Lillian is asking, what's the best way to practice making those wet on wet roses? Just keep using
I would do it on parchment paper. So you would just pipe like a blue circle, and then on that you can pipe your rose in the middle of the blue circle. You know what I mean? So that way you'll just use a piece of paper rather than scraping your cookie over and over again.
Jennifer, have you tried using star tip in the beginning? Like I find, well, the beaded border and the star tip, shell border, it's basically the same same movement you have. So with a star, you will get the results are like it's more forgiving. I find star a lot more forgiving. So if your hand is, for example, shaking, or if you make the one star slightly bigger, it's more forgiving than with a round tip. So maybe try the star first and then move on to the round.
Yes, that's a good tip.
And the brush you're using is
this is from the Wilton 5-piece set, the smallest one in that
set. We both would do. I mean, if it's like we repeat that all the time, but it is one of my favorite sets.
Yeah, it's got all the brushes you need pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a 5-piece, so it has, and it's like the handle is plastic, so it's not, not going to absorb any water.
Yeah.
Like a wood handle would. Okay, Jeremy, you can do whatever you want. My pleasure, Jennifer. Gail, can you maybe email me? I don't know what you have the problem with. Patreon is it's a paid subscription. It is not the easiest platform to navigate. So if you're having a hard time finding something, I think it's probably best to message us directly so we can help you. Cynthia, for practice purposes, do you use Nada Cookie or do you bake constantly?
I do have Nada Cookie. I use them for classes, like when I use them for online classes too, but yeah, but also like if I'm gonna be doing a new design and I'm just like trying something out, I'll bake a cookie because then you can eat it or give it to somebody even if it's not perfect, you know? So I like to I bake them. And it's usually like a shape that I'm working on, not a round cookie. So then you kind of have to bake it. But I've seen some people decorate on cardstock.
Oh yeah, I've seen that as well. I have seen that. I mean, what you can do, I often will just trace the shape. Even if it's a specific cutter, I'll take the cutter and I'll trace it on a paper, and then I place wax paper over it, and I'll do a sample on the wax paper. It's not the same, but because you don't have the edge, you know. So
yeah.
If you're trying to practice the edge part so the icing doesn't fall off the edge, then you need something that is elevated, like a cookie or the cardstock.
Yeah.
So, Diana, what's your least favorite holiday or occasion to decorate cookies for?
This is going to sound weird.
You go.
Mine is Christmas.
Christmas.
Because I feel very like boxed in. You know what I mean?
Well, this could be a Christmas dress.
I know. I think this year I'm just going to make things that aren't normally Christmas into Christmas, you know?
Yeah, I love using shapes that are not traditionally used for those holidays, but I don't really. Oh, I'm not big into Easter, I have to say. Like, I have a hard time getting inspired for Easter because it's always like it's Easter egg or Easter bunny.
Well, yeah, that's how I feel with Christmas. So maybe think outside the box for this year.
Okay.
Mine. So I guess before we move on, if you don't mind, I'll just do my little plug.
Yeah, go ahead. Plug
so
away.
I just started this baking kit subscription box. So you can sign up to get a different cookie decorating kit every month, which I think is pretty exciting. This is something I've always wanted to do. So I'm very happy that it's finally happening. So that's on Global Belly, globalbelly.com.
So how does that work? So you sign up for the subscription and then you get, they get their cookies every month. Do they get to choose what the kit is coming, or how does that work?
No.
Surprise! That's awesome.
It's a surprise, yeah. So basically the kits are all like predetermined which one goes with which month. But it's always going to be something fun, you know. I think it's fun to get a little surprise. Like I love subscription boxes. So I think this is going to be really fun. And then also it comes with access to a Facebook group where you can like ask me questions or whatever and all that fun stuff that comes with Facebook groups. So
and that's on Global Belly, guys. I'm just going to quickly see if we have Amber's Global Belly shop here. I guess we don't have it here, but I can grab it.
Yeah, that's all right. Thanks, Jeremy. That picture was taken like a long time ago when I was teaching a class. That was before Olive was born.
Okay, so I have it. So I'm just going to put this in the comment section.
Thank you.
Link to Amber's shop. Okay, so I'm putting it in.
So the kits come with thank you. They come with cookie mix, royal icing mix, the scribe tool, cookie cutters, food coloring, and then the instructions are emailed, and there's always a video that goes with it. Jennifer's asking, what's everyone doing for the 4th? Han, I guess you're probably not celebrating that anymore, right?
The 4th here, it's obviously not being celebrated. When is it?
It's on Sunday.
It's on Sunday? I will be sleeping in.
Good. Sounds like a plan.
Or no, I think I'm gonna go for a run. That will be my celebration.
That'll be nice. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a little jog. Yes, but I will miss it. We always had it at our neighbors, and I miss that, that part. What are you doing?
We don't have any plans. I think the kids are still too little for fireworks. They're scared of the big noises, so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
For them.
Yeah.
I might watch on YouTube. I love fireworks.
Oh yeah.
So Donna is asking, this is a good question. What's your least favorite part of the baking and decorating process?
Making the colors, mixing all the different colors. Just, how about you? Is that the same?
Yeah, we can agree. It's probably the most.
And some people really love that part.
So I mean, I do like it, but I hate it's like a love and hate relationship. If I'm working on specific colors and they are turning up, and it's oh, I got it, so it's great.
Yeah.
But thinning it to different consistencies and bagging it, and if you're working with 20 different colors, it's. Yeah.
I know.
All right. So today I am going to let's see if we can get this going. So this little guy, this is a snowman. If you didn't know, yes, it's a snowman, and I'm going to make a watermelon snowman. I know it sounds totally strange, but you gotta love the folks in Australia. They are dealing with winter.
It's winter. That's right.
Well, in the spirit of July, Christmas in July, I'm going to combine my summer favorite, and that's a watermelon, with a shape that is usually associated with winter and cooler weather. Okay, so this cutter is actually an Clark cutter, and you can use this design on any snowman cutter. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna brush a thin layer of black. Now I should have brought my, okay, it's pretty fluid, so that's good. This is just to make the mouth, so you can use this technique to make the windows on your gingerbread house as well. And then we have to let this crust. Before I leave it to crust, I'm also going to, and I don't know why I decided to do this, but you can use, these are edible dusts that add sparkle. They're like edible glitter.
Is that what you used on your sunglasses?
Yes. I'm a little obsessed now because I forgot I had these things, so now I'm trying to use it. It's called Jewel Dust. There are other brands, so you just have to see which brand you like the best. And I'm going to basically just dip the brush, and while it's wet, I'm just going to dust it a little.
Cool. Julie, we were talking about how it's winter in Australia, not here.
Oh, Julie is in Australia?
No, she was saying it's winter because we said it's winter, but
yes, it's winter because they are, So now this one is already dry. And I'm going to do two things here because I didn't really. Oh, look, this icing. You see the dark color if you haven't seen this before. It's basically starting to separate. And so what I do then, you can either remove it from a bag and remix it, but if you are in a pinch, like I'm right now. So I'm just going to mix it. And this can happen. I mixed this before the live, maybe 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been sitting here and I didn't have my air on. So it's been pretty warm, so that can separate faster. That's why I normally like to store my royal icing in the fridge, because it doesn't separate as fast. But then you have to bring it to room temperature before you use it, or add your colors or dilute it with water.
Mm-hmm.
It is somewhat stiffer when it's in a fridge. Okay. So I'm going to use this color, and then we're going to use green, and I need to have black and white. So I'm going to be using quite a lot of colors in the beginning here. This one is also separated. Just my luck. I know you didn't tune in for me to see how to massage the bag. But
well, it's a good thing for people to know.
The process.
Mm-hmm.
To color these, I used actually leaf green, a Chef Master. And if you need to color too, I mean, I know this doesn't look like different shade, but it is. This is a little bit darker. I should have made it more like maybe a bit darker, or maybe this one should have been lighter, but I didn't. So I used the same color. And what I do, I mix my dark first, and then I take most of it, and then I add white to make the lighter shade. So it is in the same family of green.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the lighter shade. And I think I'm going to think about the subscription. That is such a cool idea. I love that.
Yeah.
What kind of kits do you have available there? Are they listed?
They're not listed because we have all the kits that are set, but if I make a new design sometime in the next year, I'm going to put that in there.
Oh, I see. So if you have, so it's like they don't know what they're going to get. I actually really, really like that. It's such a surprise, you know? Like,
right?
Yes. All right. So I think I'm ready, hopefully. All right. So we're going to do the watermelon head.
Before you start, do you have a supply list for today?
I don't have a supply list.
All right. How about templates?
I do have oh yes, I do have a template. We will be making some cute transfers.
Okay.
But first I wanted to get this out of the way so it gives us time to crust a little bit. All right.
I'm just going to grab your coffee shop link.
Oh, okay. Maybe if you have time to put it in a ticker.
Yeah, it's already in the ticker, but I'm going to put it in the comments. So this is where you can get Hen's templates and.
Oh, and I also put up a bundle, transfer sheet bundle. That's actually 3 templates. It's a flip flop, it's a ice cream cone, and mini donut sprinkles.
Oh, fun!
Yes. And today I'm using a scribe from my friend June, the Baroque baker. June just reopened her shop.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to show you her scribe in a second. It's beautiful. So now I'm adding darker lines across. This is why it should have been darker. You probably can't even notice that it's darker, but oops.
I can see, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to work on the eyes. I'm going to make the eyes.
Llama sprinkles, that sounds so cute.
Llama sprinkles?
Yeah, Olga said she saw llama sprinkles at Walmart. Oh, thank you, Susan. I'm glad that those kits are helpful. So what are you doing now with the scribe tool?
With the scribe tool, I'm trying to, oops. get the icing, just a little piece, little small dot of icing, so I can. Oops. Feel like I need reading glasses. Good lord.
Oh yeah. Time for the bifocals.
Yes, I think so. Can see well. All right,
That's
so then
cool.
you need to. We're gonna let that crust, but before I'm going to work on the top part of the head. And I'm making it tan color, or I mean, it's like ivory, or you can use light brown. And that's going to be ice cream cone head.
Oh.
Again, I'm going with the whole summer theme. So, and ice cream. Oh, I should have said yes. Well, watermelon is my favorite, and also ice cream. However, I have not had good luck with watermelon this year so far. It's been very blah, like
Oh really?
not really good tasting watermelon. I'm like, we tried 3 times, and every time it went to try. Like, sorry to say that,
Oh, that's too bad.
because I want like bursting, flavor.
Yeah.
So you need to let that crust. So while that's happening, we're going to actually work on our transfers. And these are really, really cute ice cream cones. And that's the template you can get in a coffee shop. See?
That's adorable.
These are like super small, but you can, there's also a JPEG file, so you can make it bigger
Okay.
if you need to. I did make these larger here. There are some samples. See, these are a bit bigger.
Oh, I love those.
So you can really have fun with some ice cream cones. I also have my sprinkles here. I wanted to show you these. These are micro nonpareils, not a traditional size. These are smaller, and they are so fun.
I love those colors.
Do you have any? These are spring colors. This is from Michael's.
Oh, nice.
Michael's, Marshall's, sorry.
Oh,
Marshall.
Marshalls. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have interesting stuff in the food section.
Yes. So I'm gonna start now. Ideally, you want to put this on some kind of a surface, firm surface that you can then move. Flat surface. I'm using a cardboard. You can also tape it if that gives you trouble if it's moving. I'm just gonna use masking tape.
Okay.
Okay.
Mara's on vacation today. We just had a question about where's Mar?
Yes, she's just having a great time.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna do the cone first. These, like I said, these are so small. So it's basically just a small triangle. Do you like ice cream?
Oh, I love it.
Do you have a favorite flavor?
Well, we usually, when we go out for ice cream, like the soft serve places, I just get vanilla soft serve with hot fudge and peanut butter sauce.
Oh gosh.
It's my
Okay.
favorite thing.
That's very complex. Yeah, I don't do sauce at all.
What do you get?
Oh, I like all the ice cream, but I'm like, if I have to get sauce, to me it's like, well, I'm wasting one scoop, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, calorie-wise,
Yeah.
So here we discovered a really, really nice Italian restaurant, and they also have their gelato, and he makes the most amazing. It's gonna sound ridiculous. It's a clementine ice cream. It's like I've never had clement. I like all the ice cream.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was butterscotch. I think I did not like butterscotch.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite.
Okay.
But I really, yeah. So then after you are done, we have to let that rest. So I'm gonna remove this because I have prepared already some that are crusted, so we can move along. All right. So I've got, these are crusted. And what I did here, and this is a really additional step, you probably can't even see, but these, as I was adding the waffle design, I also dusted them with some granulated sugar for a little, but you don't have to. It's an added step. And because these are so small, nobody will notice. What's that sound?
What do you hear?
Water.
Oh, I don't know.
I hear water.
I don't hear it. Is Reno home?
I think he must be doing something. I think it's him. Because we had a pipe burst here a couple months ago.
Oh.
Because that was kind of brutal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I'm gonna do now, if you've never done this before, now I find that it's easiest to start in the corners. So I'm gonna do a diagonal corner here, like line from here to here, and then add 2 more lines, and then opposite starting from the corner. That way, your waffle design is going to be somewhat, even. And these are really small.
Yes.
But you can use this to make larger ones and have them ready. And they work really great because you can just pop them on like a star cookie. You can pop them on a heart cookie. If you have a t-shirt cookie, you can just, make a summer cookie in no time. Guys, what is your favorite ice cream?
Yeah, tell us about your favorite ice cream.
And I don't want to hear that you don't like ice cream. That's not in my vocabulary. I don't like ice cream.
Oh, no, thank you, Jennifer. I was just going to ask if somebody can help Julia. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. That is such a good one. My parents always have this one in their freezer.
Oh, yes, that's very good. But they come, isn't that the one that comes in a small container?
I mean, you can get like a pint of that. Is that small? Is that too small?
Yeah, I would eat it all. Oh, I love soft serve. Oh, nice. Soft serve. We used to live close by a dairy farm, and they made their own ice cream. So we would go there, and they would
nice.
They would sell it. It was a half gallon they were selling, and I love their strawberry. Was it strawberry ripple or something? It was so good. Butter pecan or peach. Oh, peach. I don't think I've had peach ice cream.
Sounds good.
You know what's good about gelato? Gelato is made with milk, right? So it's less calories. So I can have more.
I see.
That's the whole idea, to have more.
Yeah, that's true.
And I also discovered mochi ice cream. Have you had that?
Yes, I love that.
Mochi ice cream.
I love the texture.
Do you eat it semi-soft or firm?
I mean, I've only ever had it in a restaurant where I just eat it when they bring it. So I guess it's just
like, is it softer or is it still like very like frozen?
I guess it's softish.
Softish.
Like, I mean, outside is always.
I like it softer, like because I tried it like when it was super cold, and then you can buy it in the store here. Like they have coconut, they have pistachio, mango, and they have 4 flavors, and the other one pistachio, coconut, mango, and they have another flavor, but I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's you know what mochi is? It's Japanese, right? It's they use rice flour dough. It's very it's so soft.
It's like kind of almost like has a gummy kind of texture to it.
Yes, that is true.
Yes, peanut butter and chocolate is my favorite.
Now I'm going to add those sprinkles I was talking about. Mango, nice. I also like lemon ice cream.
I don't think I've ever had lemon ice cream.
Not sorbet ice cream. It's
That
fantastic.
does sound really good.
Here he makes lemon ice cream, and now he started making. He calls it limette, which is he uses lime and lemon, and it's fantastic. It has like a very slight like green, but you have to look like under a certain angle when it's like greenish. So what I did, I piped yellow ice cream. So I would say this would be mango.
Yeah.
Or maybe clementine. And then you have to let it, I added the sprinkles, and then you let it dry. These are so small that they will be dry in an hour, 2 hours tops.
Yeah.
And then you can, I'll show you how easy it is to remove them. So I've got some here. And this is wax paper. And if you're trying to speed up the drying process, if you want to put this in the oven, make sure that you use the parchment. Don't make the same mistake like I did a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, so I don't know, did you talk about that yet? What happened?
We did talk. I don't remember. I talked about it with you. On Instagram.
We talked on Instagram, yeah. So
a couple weeks ago, if you remember, I made flamingo cookies with sunglasses, and I had a really hard time getting it off the wax paper. So we figured out it was because I actually put the wax paper with my transfers into the oven. I didn't think that at such low temperature it will like do anything, because I know not to bake with wax paper. I know better than that, but it must have melted the wax, the wax, and it actually, yes, even at that low temperature, which kind of shocked me because it was only like 30 degrees of Celsius, you know, and sometimes it is 30 degrees outside. So that to me was shocking. But anyhow, so I think that's what happened, because these, like, I can pop these out, you know, like with my one.
Yeah.
There, you know,
that's how they're supposed to come off.
Yes, this is how they're supposed to come off. And I made actually, like, I really like these ones. I need a tool to lift it up because it's so small. You see how tiny?
So cute.
So this is going to be a nose on our watermelon snowman, if you haven't figured that out yet. And these could also be sprinkles for your next cake or cupcake. You know, you can just add these to a cupcake, make these slightly bigger. They're super cute. All right, so we've had that.
You can use parchment for these, but the parchment sometimes can wrinkle if it's like a very thin parchment. So that's why Han was using wax paper, because it doesn't wrinkle as much.
Yes, exactly. So now I'm going to continue with my watermelon, and I need to get 2 more colors. So I'm going to actually do some marbling. And for the marbling, I'm going to use 2 shades. Well, this is red, and this is basically the same red, but it's like pinkish, and you see it separated again.
Oh, yeah. Well, while you're doing that, so yeah, baking with parchment papers.
Oh, yeah. Always, yeah, always parchment.
I don't know, is there like a warning on the box of wax paper?
I don't know. I have to look. But I'm pretty sure there is, because somebody would sue them already. Or I should do that.
You ruined my transfers.
Oh, my transfers, you ruined them. I won $500,000.
Well, June said that her mother used wax paper to line her paintings. Does anybody else bake with?
Maybe the wax paper, it was different back then. You know, I wonder if if parchment was parchment available then. You know, maybe wax paper was normally used, and then parchment came on the market. I don't know. No idea. We didn't have wax paper when I was growing.
Rita too. Wax paper for baking. Interesting. We'll have to do some research on this.
I don't know. Like I always tell people not to use wax paper for the baking. I mean, all right. Uh-oh, what's happening? Of course.
What's going on?
Oh, he was a little blurry.
Oh.
Oh, I just read on my wax paper and it suggests use for the. What's going on? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at this comment because, like, I would never think that you could
Bottom of
put it
the cake
in
pan.
the oven.
That is weird, huh? That they would suggest, well, we have to do some research, I suppose.
All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I think, yeah, that's probably why it's covered with batter. But still, the heat is being heated. So I wonder if, well, we're not going to solve it here, so.
Somebody email Reynolds, please. Okay, we trust you.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh,
I don't know. What are you doing?
Oh, I messed up.
I know. I always feel that way, Jeremy. Whenever I make a cake and post it, I gotta stay in my lane. Hi, Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Okay, Jennifer posted from the Reynolds website.
Yeah, well, what's the?
Okay, so it shouldn't be directly exposed to the heat of the oven, but it can be used as a liner for baking. So
Like,
it's gonna be
that's like so unclear. Sorry.
So if the wax paper is completely covered in the oven, it's fine. So
that's why the baking part was fine. Like baking with the cake. Interesting. Good to know. You learn something new always with us on Cookie Lunch Break.
I know.
Thank you for Jennifer for looking that up.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't want to mess up my watermelon. So it's lighter around the edges, right? And then it's darker in the center. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah, your hair's in the way though. Your head is blocking.
Oh, your head, of course, my head. Yes. It's like okay. Oh, and my battery is running low.
Do you have can you plug it in somewhere?
Yes, I just did. I forgot to plug it in before.
Yeah.
The head thing reminded me of me. I don't know if you ever done it, but we film all these tutorials, guys, right? And I don't know if it happened to you, but I often, well, not now, but in the beginning, I would end up having a footage with my head in a.
I know, yeah, because you can't see it.
We can see, or my hair would be there, or something of the sort, So it kind of made me think of those days. It's like, oh, really? Why did I do that? Now we need
black. Watermelon. What's that?
I need some black for the seed.
Thank you, Rita. Oh, Sally's working on her golden bee transfers.
Sally is really prolific. She really is.
Yeah.
You're an unstoppable force. Even I feel like I don't decorate enough, constantly creating. Are you in my head again? Sorry.
A little bit.
Okay, I need to figure this out.
June, I was not singing it, but now I'm going to be singing it for the rest of the day.
Watermelon. Can I hear it?
Just like in our heads.
Can I hear it?
Oh no, I'm not gonna sing it.
You're not gonna sing it? Okay. All right, I give up. I'm just gonna look it up. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, you'll find it if you just look up watermelon sugar.
You know what's good? What is your favorite thing to eat with watermelon, folks? Let's avoid alcohol talk. I love it with prosciutto. You know, you can make shots, right, with watermelon or something, right?
I'm sure. Oh yeah, no, you fill it. What? You just said we're not gonna.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah, well. But I like it with prosciutto. So good.
I do too. Yeah, I haven't had that in a long time. Yeah, you can fill the watermelon with vodka, and then I think you can put one of those like little like spigot things in it. Am I just making that up? I feel like that's a thing.
No, I think you can put what's it called? The like little faucet.
Yeah.
And right? I think that's what you can do. Anyone done it? Does it work?
Tell us if you've done that.
Watermelon crawl.
I haven't heard that one. I'll have to look that up. Our co-host Marlene is on a well-deserved vacation.
But she's thinking of us, and you, for sure. She'll be back.
That sounds good.
Salt. Oh, I have not tried that.
So there's this melon that we bought the other day. It looks like a cantaloupe kind of, but it's got like green stripes on it. Do you know this?
What did you like? You bought it not knowing what it is?
No, not really. I mean,
so is it a cantaloupe? What, or I don't know.
It's not. It had no mention of cantaloupe on the label at all.
So what did it say? A melon with stripes?
I don't remember the name of it. No, it wasn't honeydew. It wasn't honeydew. It was like,
I don't know. They do have some interesting fruit here and melons, but I have not tried a lot of things. I can't wait to try their figs though. I don't know what the melon is. Maybe somebody can help us. Is that what's it called? Lemon pop lemon?
No. This is a drink.
That could be a tongue twister. Lemon pop.
Yeah. Jam Cookie says it's a Tuscan cantaloupe. I mean, it didn't say that, but it probably has like a bunch of different names, I'm sure.
You have to tell me what it is. What does it look like inside? Is it like yellow? Is it red?
It looks exactly like it. It looks and tastes exactly like a cantaloupe, except for the outside has like green stripes on it. Thank you, Firefly. That's
Thank
sweet of you. Yes.
I get comment that you don't bake with. What is
How do you pronounce this? This is what it is.
We need Mar now because
because it seems like a French word, right?
There's like a little French word.
Yeah.
It's a melon. Something.
Yes. Somebody spell that so we can pronounce it, please.
So I was gonna say, Firefly, I read your comment that you don't bake with cake mixes. We don't normally bake with cake mixes too either. We made brownie cups on Tuesday with Mar during our bake along.
Mm-hmm.
We all used the mix. My mix failed terribly, but it was it was very good taste-wise, but it failed because it was more like cakey.
Yeah.
Even though it was like dense, but it was more cakey.
Oh, here's the pronunciation. Charente.
Oh, nice. Well, that's some melon you got there.
Yeah. Thank you, Susan.
Okay, I can't focus now because I'm like, okay.
I know. Yeah, that's a question I was just thinking of the other day. Do you bake with a baking mix, or do you prefer to bake from scratch?
Oh, I'm an all scratch person.
So why did you do the mix on Tuesday? What was that, just like?
Well, we wanted to have fun, and it's like so people could join us.
Yeah.
And yeah. It was fun. We had so much fun. I had a blast, even though it was a fail. It was like you could, yeah. I wanted to really have like cups,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't going to happen. So I dug up some of the cake, but it tasted really good with ice cream. I have to say, it's very good. This is crusting on me really, really fast. So hot in here, even though I have the air on. But I will make like my grandmother. My mom tells me this story often. When she was in a hospital, she refused to eat store-bought spaghetti meal
Oh.
because she made her own pasta, and I just made pasta last week. I finally used the black cocoa in some sugar cookies. They totally, oh, yum.
Sounds good.
Also, where did you get the black cocoa? Amazon? Just curious. Oops, got icing everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna make him a little tongue. Just 2 dots. And we are going to make I don't hear the water anymore.
Oh, that's good. That sounds delicious, Sally.
Well, what is that sound? Can I ask?
Oh, the work being done outside.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
oh, no, I'm just curious. I guess this side it should be crusted over, but I wonder if I wonder. Let me just see quickly something. Oh no, I messed up again. This wasn't supposed to be like this. So we're going to repair it.
What happened? Oh.
Well, it was supposed to be ice cream. I forgot. He's supposed to. I'm completely. See, you got me talking about water. The special Tuscan melon. So this is why you guys need this tool. This is
Yeah, it is a great tool. It's not raining here. I mean, maybe I closed the curtains. It might be raining. I have no idea, but I don't think so. They're just doing our front walkway is totally coming apart, and the insurance company is making us fix it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it needed to be done, so it's not like, but because we just bought this house. So when you buy a house, they come over and they tell you all the things that you need to do before they'll
before they cover it.
Mm-hmm. The joys of home ownership, Oh, I see.
I forgot.
Very cute.
My icing is a bit runny. So it's like he's got the ice cream on his head. Now, I don't know where I'm going to put the nose, but it's okay. So I'll put some sprinkles on it.
I don't think he needs a nose.
How can he not have a nose? Maybe we'll put okay, let's see. We're just going to decide. It's going to be a collective decision. So we have 3 options for the ice cream nose. We have yellow, red, and we have, okay, I need some tweezers because this is so small. All right. So, okay, that's the giant nose. Does he need a nose? Is this how it's now? This way, sorry.
That's his nose. Oh, instead of a carrot.
Yes.
So cute.
Oh, Jeremy, yes, I know. How about just the cone for the nose? Oh, yeah, that could be. I have some cone, just the cone, like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that. Thank you. Where are you, Michelle? Thank you. Thumbs up. Where were you 2 years ago when I was doing this design? Sometimes I overthink things.
Mm-hmm.
Just the cone. I'm so glad that I had just the cone. It looks like a little monster, doesn't it?
It's pretty funny.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm going to just like play with this. Let's see if this looks more. No, it's too big.
No, I think just the cone was fine.
The cone was fine, but it looked okay. I'm gonna look at different cone. Okay. It looks kind of little funny. It's okay. You had too much ice cream, that's why.
Yeah.
You could then you could actually use this to make his hands or something if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, he could be holding him, one of those too.
Yeah, I'm also adding some snowflakes because you see that all the time. Watermelon snowman with snowflake buttons. You didn't know you needed this in your life, did you?
I didn't.
So ideally, you want to wait a little before you attach these because, my goodness, these are so big.
It's okay.
Yeah, so he's got really big buttons. Yeah, I just grabbed these from downstairs. This is from a Wilton 4 set, for holiday sets. They have these giant sprinkle sets with different colors, usually 4 or 5 bottles. So that's why it has no label, because it's part of the set. So there you have it, a watermelon.
So cute.
I mean, he's got the whatever. You will figure it out. And when you do, let us know how it goes, and send me some pictures of your watermelon snowman.
Yeah, and if you post any of the pictures, you can use the hashtag cookie lunch break, so that way we can see what you've made. The cookie boxes, they ship, like, I think they just ship them like when you order them, like within a week of when you order. I don't think there's like a set date, but I will have to check on that. So do you have anything that you'd like to talk about, Hen, in your shop?
Well, in the shop, in my coffee shop, like I said, these are the ones I made originally.
Oh, I just love that.
These look a bit different. I think I should have made my the head is not as rounded in today's version.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have the templates for the ice cream cones sold separately if you just want to get those, and they are on sale now. But I also have a bundle, like I said in the beginning of the live, that is available in the coffee shop, along with other things like my sugar cookie recipe and other templates. You can also find my handy supply list for sugar cookies. Some of my favorite items include the silicone mat, scale. I love this scale, and also cooling racks, one of my favorites, and also pans. I love USA Pan brand. They are fabulous. And this handy spatula, the blue spatula that you see on the screen, it's the best thing for scooping out. It's not for for cookies, yes, but it's best thing for scooping out raw icing. It really is. Like when you have a bowl of, I don't know if you have that spatula, but it has like a scoop at the bottom. It's a scoop spatula basically.
Yeah.
And it's just so much easier. Like when I'm working with stiff icing and I need to get it into a container.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to get it out. So check it out. And yeah, that's it.
All right.
Stephanie is asking about the gold paint. No, I don't have the gold paint that I used here last week.
That's a different question about your scale.
The scale, the name of the scale? Just, hang on.
Yeah, and then the gold, for if you're going to cover a whole cookie, I mean, the one that I use, the antique gold, it's really good coverage, so you could definitely use it for that. But I think the Wilton, the one that comes in like the bottle that you spray, that's probably like a more economical option if you're going to just be covering an entire cookie, because the antique gold stuff is like $8 for a little thing like that. So you might be better off with the Wilton. I don't know what it's called, but it's in a spray bottle, kind of like a.
It's a mist, pearl mist. They have different. They have gold pearl mist, silver pearl mist, and then have pearl mist, which is basically like it has no. It just gives it a sheen. It doesn't have like gold or silver tint to it.
That's a good suggestion for a future live, sugar sheets.
In a mold to make
a mold? I don't know about using sugar sheets in a mold. Do you?
I'm not familiar with sugar sheets in a mold.
Right.
Maybe when you on the mold, was it a sugar sheet or wafer paper? Because wafer paper you can like mold it, but I don't know about sugar sheets. I guess you could also mold it, but I don't know if you can use a specific mold for that. I would have to look it up. Now, anyway, so I brought my little scale, and it's OXO brand, which everybody loves.
Oh, yes.
And then I wanted to just quickly show you guys. I'm going to add this to the screen. I'm going to remove myself. How do I do this, Ames?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just make this little.
So this is the scale that you're always talking about.
So this is the scale, folks. Oops. Work surface here. So this is the scale. What's great that it has this display that you can pull out. So if you have a really large bowl and you can see, you can pull this out. This works great. And it has pounds, and you can also switch between pounds and metric.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to show you, and I will talk about this hopefully soon in more detail. We get questions all the time about how much icing to use. Hello, Yuri. How much icing to use? So if you haven't figured it out, what you can do, you will weigh your cookie. Now, I always recommend that you do this with a standard size, which for me, it's usually 3-inch. Oh, it's not a sugar sheet that she's using in a cross stitch. It's actually June. Are you here? You can help me. Maybe you. It's not a sugar sheet. It's a. It will come to me. If it's not going to come to me, Mar, where are you? It's like a type of a sheet, but it's not the traditional like frosting sheet or anything like that.
And it's not wafer paper either?
No. It's like it has something to. It's different. I can't remember now. But anyway, so what I was saying about the amount of icing. So what you do, you weigh your cookie. You take a note of it, how much it weighs, right? And then you start adding your icing. So this has some icing added. Oops. Okay, let's start over.
Is it Sugar Veil, Han? Sugar Veil?
No, it's not sugar veil. Well, you can use it with sugar veil, but what she has, it's okay. Just a second. Can't think of it now because it's like fabric, edible fabric or something.
Oh, I think I saw somebody using edible fabric the other day.
It's edible fabric. If I could type edible fabric. Edible fabric sheets. So I believe it's edible fabric sheet. Flex frost. Edible fabric sheets are the most flexible, durable, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, look up edible fabric sheets.
Okay.
Right, so this is, 29 grams. This is in grams. So now I'm going to zero it out and add my cookie with a little bit of icing. So you see what happens? So it added, I'm figuring out that the cookies weighed about the same. So it added 2 grams. So what you do, every time you add icing, you weigh it. And that way you can figure out how much color you need. Now you can make yourself a chart for 3-inch cookie, 4-inch cookie, and you can somehow, you can figure out how much icing you will need for your project.
That's a great tip.
It may not be like completely precise, but it will give you some guidance.
Yeah. So also, like, if you're just doing like a test to see how much icing you need, you could really do all of your parts in white icing, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, white icing.
Yeah.
You don't need the color. You just
Right.
need white icing, and that way you will know. Oh, okay. I think most people will struggle. Like details, it's okay, but it's the flat icing. If you're doing Tiffany blue cookies, right, and you have 200 of them, and oh gosh, okay, you run out of your original color that you mixed, and it's probably most likely not straight from a bottle, then you will never mix it again.
Right.
Or it's impossible. Have idea how much icing you need, and always calculate also that icing will stay on a spatula. It will be, some of it will be left in a bowl.
Yeah.
So calculate that and add that to the whole amount.
Yeah.
All right. So we are 30 minutes over. Thank you so much. And we didn't think we were gonna make it. I'm going over time because I'm still trying to build my 10 hours for the Facebook, so I can get a little bonus for being live for so long.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, everybody. That was fun.
Yes, and don't forget, June, Amber is going live on Wednesday. Are you still good for Wednesday?
Yeah, I don't know what time yet, but we might have to change it a little bit, but I'm not sure. But Wednesday is sometime.
We're gonna be live on Instagram, so I hope you guys can join us. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.